What's up everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here with an unboxing of one of the smallest BlackBerries around. This is the new Curve 9360 for AT&T. Let's go ahead and open it up. So this guy is available now on a 2-year contract. You're going to want to check the carrier's website for pricing. Let's go ahead and rip open the box, run through the specs, and do all that good unboxing business. So a picture of the device on the front. We've got some features on the back, highlighted by a QWERTY keyboard, that BlackBerry email, which is really its bread and butter, social networking, 5-megapixel camera and video, and Wi-Fi of the BG and N variety. All right, are you ready? There you go. All right, so we've got a quick start guide for getting started quickly. You can go ahead and open it up and learn all kinds of tips and tricks. For example, that's where the headset jack is. Don't try and charge it through the headset jack because you're not going to have any luck. Here is the BlackBerry Curve 9360. Extremely diminutive, tiny phone. Push it off for just a moment. See what else we are going to get in the box. You're going to get a plastic tray, which could make a dog toy. Underneath that, we've got a Connect Me book, or a Connect Me piece of paper for connecting information. We have a battery. Let's go ahead and see what battery size this is. See what model we got. Let's go ahead and open this up. It is hard to open. It's the EM1 battery, and it is of size 3.7 volts, 1000 milliamp hours. So that happened. We've got a headset with a microphone built in there. We've got a very tiny little wall charger for charging in a wall. Then you've got a syncing cable of the micro USB variety. We don't have any cases here though. BlackBerry generally includes some sort of holster. Not so here. All right, so let me go ahead and pop in the battery and we can run through all the specs. I will peel off all this blue stuff. Any of you guys hate seeing that, and we did get a very satisfying whooshing noise. Pop off the back. Or at least attempt to pop off the back. Probably should have read that quick start guide. So the back has been popped. We'll take the battery and we will put it in like that. We'll take this plastic back, snap that back in place, and bada bing, bada boom, we are powered, or at least we should be powered. Let me go ahead and turn this phone on. Hey phone. All right, so sit back and relax because BlackBerries notoriously take a very long time to boot up. So while this guy is doing its thing, you can watch that bar move forward. I'll go ahead and run through the specs. So it is running BlackBerry's latest OS 7. This is not a touchscreen though. While you can physically touch the screen, meaning you are capable of doing this, it's not going to do anything with the operating system. So from a dimension standpoint, it's 4.29 inches by 2.36 inches by a pretty thin 0.43. You can see how thin it is right there. It weighs 3.49 ounces, and you really feel how light this phone is. It's still shocking that the battery is in there. This thing does not weigh very much at all. The display is 2.4 inches measured diagonally with a 480 by 360 resolution. The battery we talked about is 1000 milliamp hours. You get 5 hours of talk time, about 348 hours of standby time. It's got a single core 800 megahertz processor, 512 megabytes of RAM, also 512 megabytes of storage, expandable with micro SD. 2 gig card is going to be included. Of course, you're going to get 3G capabilities. But just 3G. None of that fourth one in there. Bluetooth 2.1, available in black and purple, and it'll play a video for you. 5-megapixel camera with LED flash will live on the back of the device. All right, so we are booted up. We'll go ahead and do a quick tour of the phone. No, don't show me how. I just want to continue. All right, so that's going to do its thing. So you've got a very Curve-esque, obviously since it's a Curve, style keyboard here. You've got your BlackBerry non-colored anymore, so they're not green and red. You've got your send button, your BlackBerry message button, or your BlackBerry menu button rather, back button and end button. On the left-hand side of the device, that's where the charging port's going to live. On the right-hand side, sort of hard to see, but very easy to feel, you've got a volume up and down button and you've got a hard physical button right there as well that you can push. The back is plastic. Does not appear to be fingerprint magnet plastic though, but it is shiny black plastic. A little bit of a speaker grill underneath there. There's a 5-megapixel camera with a little bit of a black thing. That's the LED flash. That's the camera. On the top, you've got a lock button. Then there's that 3.5mm, not a charger jack. We can see what the operating system looks like. BlackBerry OS 7 in all of its OS 7 glories. Let's look through some of the applications that we're going to have here. All pretty standard fare. Visual voicemail is included from the carrier. You've got media. You've got some. It doesn't appear to be much AT&T stuff added here. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. We'll jump into applications. We've got Wikitude for augmented reality and showing some attitude, documents to go, and some rest of the messaging stuff. As I mentioned, this is a really small phone. So let's go ahead and do some size comparisons with some stuff that you might want to see size compared with. So let's compare it first versus its big brother, BlackBerry Bold 9900. Obviously a much larger phone. 9900 is still one of the thinnest phones on the market. And you can see that right there. Although the Curve is no slouch in the fat department. All right, so let's do some size comparisons versus some other things you might see laying around. Versus the HTC Titan, versus Android Guy, versus a Hammer, versus Angry Bird, versus Angry Brandon, also the same as Constipated Brandon, versus Angry Ralph, versus Luigi Ralph, versus me and my microphone, Dance Central, versus Refrigerator, versus a plant. All right, so now that we know what the phone looks like, again, it is available now in case you want to pick one up. If you watch or read Techno Buffalo quite a bit, you will know that you've got a chance to win a trip to London to go be the official Instagrapher for GE. You get a chance to take pictures of one of their state-of-the-art jet engine facilities. Kind of cool, open to anyone in the world, even those of you that might live in London. It'll be a short trip. You just have to be 18 or over. All the links and details to learn about that trip are going to be down below. I am John Rettinger. This has been an unboxing, first look, and crazy size comparison of the BlackBerry Curve 9360.